Every Sunday, get an irresistible...
All right. Today's blog is about the importance of a book proposal or marketing plan for not even just for your book, for your comic books, for your films, your web series, your television show. What is your plan? What is, how do you plan to make your product successful? Now, a lot of people think, oh, I just write what I want to write, and I'm down with that. I write what I want to write too, and if it makes a success, I'm going to put it out there, I'm going to put the ebook up and people like it, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, if you're not writing a journal, right? If you're not writing a diary, if you're writing anything that you want other people to see, right? If you want to sell your product, right? Not just take donations, and you want to become a successful writer that isn't just paying for their own books just to give them away, then your book is a product. It is a commercial product. It is a product that needs to turn a profit. And a business plan is what businesses use to make sure they have a plan of operations to make sure that their business is going to succeed, right? It comes with market studies. It comes with the product analysis, right? It comes with a marketing plan, advertisement, and it comes with distribution, right? And all of those things are vital and crucial to a business. All the way down to the name of the business, the location of the business. Those things are all important. That's part of the market analysis. It goes into where it's going to be located. Some Burger Kings are cool with being located next to a McDonald's and a Wendy's, but they at least want to be across the street. They want to be a few feet away. They want to be another side of the plaza. Now, maybe they don't have a problem being next to Kentucky Fried Chicken or Taco Bell because they don't serve burgers. But I know in the McDonald's marketing plans, they won't even give you a franchise if you're near another McDonald's in a certain mile radius. Now, in some places like the Mall of America, they'll have 4 McDonald's. That was amazing for me, but they knew that people were coming in one exit, and they looked at those stores as kind of one store, right? But other than that, in your cities, in your towns, they don't even let you operate so close to another one because they know that, people will decide which one they'll go to and they compete against each other. Anyway, I say all that to say, when you're writing, especially self-published writers, independent filmmakers, comic book creators, right, create-own artists, right, we don't always feel the need to do a book proposal. We're not proposing it to anybody. We've already decided to do it. We're not doing a business plan proposal to get investors for our film because we are putting up the money ourselves. And that's fine. That's how I've done things. But in addition to that, you still need to have a plan for yourself. You still need to have many of the things you even use in a book proposal, you use to write your press release, you use to put on the back cover of the book, the synopsis, the promotional materials. You're still going to need marketing, you know what I'm saying? And the good thing about a book proposal is that you get to think of a lot of things in advance. It's like doing an outline for a book. Now, mind you, I'm not saying outlines are mandatory. I'm not even going to say that book proposals and marketing plans are mandatorily important for you to write down. Of course, if you've done, 6 or 7 books, and this book is the same type of genre, you might not need an elaborate marketing plan, right? No problem. You've written few books, you might not need an outline. You may just need the synopsis, and you get your pen, you sit down, you close your eyes, and you just start typing away, right? Some people can do that, but I would say for people that are on their first couple of books, especially your first book, I do it for almost all of my books, because I write in different subgenres. I don't write about the same subgenre of sci-fi, right? I have vampires, zombies, I have what else? I have space, I have horror. I'm writing a post-apocalyptic series now. All of those are different subgenres of science fiction, so there's different twists on how I would market it and how my business plans would look for each one of those. But business plans can be which conventions you're going to go to. Not only what does your marketing look like, but like for me, when I did my Harlem Shake series, I took the second book cover, which I spent money on to get designed, and took the plain artwork and used it as my banner for my backdrop. So it also doubled as my banner for the series. Now, if the series takes off and I can afford to get another artwork done, a painting done, then I'll do that. Then I may do that. But right now, the covers are going to be just generic, and it's going back to a simple color cover scheme. However, in the future, you never know what may happen. But that was in my marketing plan. After I decided I'm going to do a series, I wrote out, all of the books all the books of the series with flexibility, because some of the titles may change. But I wrote it all out. I designed 90% of the book covers, right? I don't know if those covers are going to change a little bit, but I designed them just to make sure that the series had legs. And then I started to think about how I was going to market it. And I came, it's a post-apocalyptic series, so I'm still planning to design bug-out bags and water filters that people can buy. I want to find something that's free that I can give away. I'm thinking of stickers with the series logo on it, one of the groups of the series, right? They're the main stars. So in the writing of it, I gave myself things that I could extract to do the marketing. Also want to do t-shirts and what else was it? T-shirts, bags, water filters, and stickers. That's it for now. Oh, and posters. And I'm still playing with the exact posters that I'm coming up with. But my whole booth design, my table design is part of my marketing plan. I'm going to have a backdrop. I'm going to have, like I said, the book cover, second book cover artwork that I spent the money on. That's going to double as my backdrop, my backdrop artwork. So there's all these things that I've had in my marketing plan. Not to mention in my book proposal, which I did loosely for my book series, but in the book proposal, I'm studying other books like my book. So I know how my book stands out in the market. I know how to fit it in the marketplace. I also, pretty much as my sci-fi books, I kind of am exposing readers to a something that I think they can use in real life, like, or it gives me some room for a social opinion, right? And I like to write a nonfiction article that goes with each one of my books that helps promote the book, right? Some of them I go real fast and I didn't really do it as much, but I still have ideas for them to accompany these books, right? So for this Harlem Shake series, I wrote a book, an article about the importance of preparing for the future for Black people. And I didn't know I was going to write it right like that, but it became so useful. Now I'm looking to get it in a couple of magazines. I'm trying to find out which magazine that I can pitch the story to. But there's some independent magazines that might bite it. and I don't really care which magazine bites it. You know, as long as they got a multicultural audience, I'm good to go. But yeah, it talks about the importance of preparing for the future. Pretty much the same things that my characters manifest in my story. I'm writing an article. That's part of my business plan, part of my marketing. I think about my marketing when I'm writing the titles for my books, not just the covers, but the titles. I do a little bit of that when I'm writing the stories. I keep it in mind, you know, but I don't fully do that because sometimes it feels like too contrived. I want to promote it to this audience, so I'm going to put a gay character in there. No, if the character is in there, then I'll think, hey, this is, I can promote this to the different communities, you know. But I don't think of it as much that way, and I applaud people that do, you know, like with films like Triple X, the last Triple X. I don't know why they didn't get a sequel to that. That was really good. It brought the franchise back. He had a whole different variety of ethnic groups in there, and it was like the beauty of diversity, because it really worked. And I would love to do that with one of my stories and one of my films, but I just haven't yet. I haven't thought of a story that is broad enough to really allow each ethnicity to get some shine, whereas I have one or two characters that the story is really about. Everybody else is supporting characters. So, you know, in low budget film, that's kind of where it is. However, you know, those supporting actors and actresses, I do try to diversify as much as I can. So no doubt. But it is something that I think about in my marketing, not only what I can put in the story, but after I put the story together, what is in the story that I can extract to promote. So really, that's it. I just wanted to, you know, actually I wanted to say something about something in particular. And this question, you know, what about marketing? What about promotion and book proposals and all of that? I think I covered it. But yeah, that's really the idea. If you're writing a television show, a web series, a book, comic book, animated thing, or a game, you're putting it out to sell to people, you need to have a plan on how you're going to sell it. And then also, even in that plan, realize that, like, for instance, I went to the Atlanta Sci-Fi Expo, and, you know, tables was $100. I'm flying up there, so that's about $170 from Miami. So those is $270 as expenses, right? I sell my books at $15. I may make $6 a book, maybe more, because I think my books print under $6. So if I'm selling for $15, I may make $9 or $8, which is pretty good. I didn't even factor that. But I have to sell how many books to make $9 profit? I got to sell practically 30 books. You know, I'm barely able to bring 30 books with me. So selling out is ambitious. It's not always possible. So most of that expense for that to turn a profit for me is really a marketing experience. I'm not, you know, I found a friend to stay with, shout out to my friend, and I cut down the hotel costs. But other than that, it's a marketing experience. So that's about it. So anyway, and then people buy Kindles, and I don't make that much of a Kindle book, but it's all sales, and it's a new fan. You know what I'm saying? And I have bookmarkers that I give away right now that has everything on it. But I'm going to be doing some other bookmarkers for my Harlem Shake series shortly, or some promotion. I don't know if it's going to be bookmarkers or palm cards. I want to break those up. But again, that's in the marketing plan. Do you do everything as a bookmarker? Do you do everything as a palm card? Do you do anything as a large flyer or the business card? All that stuff. So, yeah, it's interesting. But think about it all, people. Write it down. Do your business plans. And that's it. 15 minutes. I'm out.